Welcome to the Mike Sipple Report. Here we go. Big day filled with news because a lot of stuff has happened. Were you affected today by the T-Mobile outage? This happened, I think, around 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon and hit a lot of states across the country. Major metropolitan areas were hit. Up to 200,000 T-Mobile users were affected. Basically, the phone said SOS only mode, lack of mobile data, internet, and texting. And yes, I was affected by it. I thought my phone, I just bought a brand new phone. I thought there was something wrong. And it was very frustrating because there was no answer. I was also hit with a blackout today, too. I don't know where. It just came out of nowhere. Just the lights went out, and that was all, folks. They're saying that basically we're going to start seeing a lot more of these outages because of these big super data places. And today, it could be the beginning. I'm not sure, but my lights went straight out for no reason, no storm. The weather was beautiful, the sky blue. So now let's get back to this T-Mobile stuff because there was 60 to 200,000 people affected by this T-Mobile. And places were Washington, D.C., Chicago, Los Angeles, Detroit, New York, Washington. Yeah, I said Washington. So a lot of places, even as far as LA, but California and all that other stuff. So there was a lot of stuff going on today with this T-Mobile outage. And in other news, wait till you hear this. They are saying that Gen Z is drinking error and the rate has surged. Yes, Gen Z has now entered the drinking era. Gen Zers are drinking a lot more now than they were several years ago. And here's the latest with that. They drink as much as the rest of the population. I mean, they're smacking it down. And they're not smacking some cheap stuff down. It's not quantity wise, it's quality wise. So this could be some expensive stuff. Could be some nice vodka, some nice whiskey, a good bottle of wine. So the rest of the population, according to a new report from IWSR, which shows that Gen Zers drinking rate among the legal age is now up 74%. And just 3 years ago, it was 66%. So they're actually out there having a good time. Now, I don't know. Could it be because there's a lot of stress going on with the Trump administration and all that crap? You got to go out and have a couple beers, feel good. Every now and then, I like to smack a cold Modelo. I actually love Modelo. Mexican beer. Way to go, baby. All right, so now, here we go on to another report. This is with France. France blast America, says no one listens to it and that America stands alone. This is huge news. So this is a report I saw yesterday about the French government account saying that America now stands alone, saying that the United States used to be a beacon of human rights. That's no longer anymore. A lot of countries don't think so. And now we stand alone with countries because there was this thing they were doing, this voting and all that over in France. We stand alone with North Korea, Nicaragua, Maui, whatever I'm saying the word, Russia, isolated, and the world no longer listens to it. They're saying hashtag America alone. This was the vote that the United Nations had over the past couple days where America was part of some council or whatever. They didn't vote for the UN human rights chief to be reinstated or whatever, but some kind of stuff. But that's what they're saying. United States stands alone. We're not the same country. And it's pretty sad because we used to help a lot of people in the world. People, countries that got hit with hurricanes, just a lot of stuff, war, everything. We used to help tornadoes, anything that happened, tsunamis, we would help and assist, but not now. We're just so different. Very, very isolated. Okay, here we go. Now, this is another good one. There's another report, and we carry on. The majority of Venezuela. Remember that? Remember when Trump went over there and kidnapped the guy and this and that? He had his men kidnap him, the army, whoever did it. So, majority of Venezuelan recent oil revenue is currently unaccounted for and held in U.S. controlled custody of more than $13 billion collected on oil sales managed by the U.S. They're saying that the Trump administration raked in about $13 billion after Venezuela oil experts in the wake of the kidnapping of Nicolas Maduro. And the Financial Times analyst says 6 months later, after two massive earthquakes destroyed a lot of parts of the country, that the money is nowhere to be found. This money was supposed to go to Americans and Venezuelans. And basically, a lot of it is unaccounted for. And they're wondering, they seized this millions of barrels of oil, and Trump assumed complete control of, and the administration claimed that it was all part of the profit from the sales for the benefit, like I said before, of the American and Venezuelan people. The state and billions of dollars have been dispersed, but none of it seems to be true. Where is the money? Yeah, there's some real serious news tonight. I mean, there's a lot of drama. There's always something going on. So I love reporting it. Mike Simple Report. Here we go. I love to report on all kinds of topics. It's not always going to be about politics. Here we go. Another one. Republican urging candidates to distance themselves from Trump as the president becomes a lame duck. I mean, lame. The news right now is Republicans are being urged to distance themselves from Donald Trump on the campaign trail to win in November, because it's coming up real soon. We got August like a couple days away, midterms coming, and basically the Republicans are going to be panicking. And Mr. Donald Trump should be panicking because he could be impeached if the Democrats regain control. So now they are telling, the senior Republicans are telling incumbents and the challengers that Trump is not a popular on the campaign trail, and it comes to, as Trump spent all weekend. I don't know if you're well aware of this. He spent all weekend posting some very odd memes. I mean, dozens and dozens and dozens on his True Social. Take a look, and a lot of his followers, his little people, Republicans and all that. You have to see the comments. They were vicious. And these were diehard Republicans just not happy with him, saying that run the country instead of sitting there on True Social posting this crap. And just a lot of stuff. The economy, the war. It was endless and it was vicious. Even his own people are fed up with him. Also, people are asking, is it a health episode? Like, is he good upstairs? Is he becoming unhinged? Does he need another, cognitive test? Because some of this stuff was so far-fetched. And it's like, yes, when is he going to run the country? When is he going to bring down the, cost of goods and everything else, the economy? Remember when Joe Biden was a president? All it was eggs, and everyone was crying about that. This guy has endless tariffs that he only reimbursed the businesses, and we're still paying the high cost because the goods did not come down. By the way, if you like this video, please give it a subscribe, give it a like, follow, and also give it a hype. It's a new thing on YouTube. I really appreciate it because I'm trying to build to 100,000 subscribers and gain some traction. Thanks so much. Until the next day, till the next report.